that standard up.
Have y'all done it this week? Do you feel some intensity? What's your take on that?
There definitely is, because we can't sleep on this team. You know, if we go in there not prepared, it's like walking into a hornet's nest. You know, the weather's going to suck. We haven't played a lot of early games this year. You know, and we just came off a big win. So if we're not locked in and prepared, it could be bad for us. We just got some momentum last week, and we just got to keep that going.
Taylor, would it help if you guys pretended that Minnesota beat you in the Big Ten title game last year?
Yeah, so, yeah. I mean, that definitely was some motivation last week, but I think getting that big win and having a little more control over our destiny, I think that should be motivation enough.
But I mean, obviously I'm joking, but like when you talked about you won every week to be like last week. I mean, how much was that part of it? I mean, obviously you guys talked about it with some part of it. Was that a large part of it that kept guys locked in because of that, or was there other stuff?
I mean, probably doing parts of that, but also the fact that that was the big team on our schedule, and that big win is going to put us in a good position. So, you know, probably a combination of both. I mean, there's a lot of guys playing this year that didn't play against them last year or play in that game last year. So, you know, for some of the older guys, probably somewhat of motivation, but also that's a good, you know, kind of signature win, I guess you could say, on our schedule.
Are you a sleeves guy or not sleeves guy in the cold weather?
We do not wear sleeves in the cold weather. If you're a starter, you can't wear sleeves on the O-line.
And why is that?
You got to be tough. I mean, it's a toughness thing. You can't be out there wearing sleeves looking like the skill guys. They got low body fat. We don't.
Do you pay attention to the weather forecast for games? I mean, Taylor.
My mom told me that it's just gonna snow like a foot there, but other than that, I don't know. When we're out there playing, you know, the weather doesn't really make much of a difference to me. You know, if it's wet, you know, cold, hot, you know, it is what it is. You know, I think the moisture and the temperature more affects the quarterbacks, receivers, and stuff like that. But it's all the same to me.
You guys are number 8 in the latest college football rankings, college football playoff rankings and stuff. What does that mean to you guys?
I mean, just finish out the season the way we should. I mean, a lot of the voting and stuff like that, we have zero control over that, but we do have control of how we handle our business on the field. So if we continue to dominate teams, we'll be ranked.
Is there something appealing about playing under those guys against a team that has a fullback and you'll be able to see your breath, and it's going to be the kind of game that John Facenda should really, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, I like playing in the snow because, like, you'll see all those like ESPN classics of like the Bears and stuff playing in the snow, and I always thought it was cool, and I've never really got to play in like a snowy climate like that. So, you know, I always thought it was cool. Last year when it snowed against Indiana, I thought it was kind of cool, and it snowed for like 5 minutes at Michigan State, and I was kind of hoping it was going to keep up. But, it's just, I'd rather it be snow than rain, definitely.
Is Minnesota a team that's been on your guys' radar? I mean, obviously you focus on the team you're facing that week, but them hanging 50+ on Iowa last week, you know, does that put pressure?
Yeah, sure.
Does that put pressure on you guys, you know, knowing you're going to need to establish a run and hang a lot of points on them?
I mean, you know, I don't want to say that we're ever looking forward to any team. We're always going to keep our preparation consistent throughout the week. We're going to prepare for every team, you know, week to week. We're not going to change how we do things. But I mean, it is definitely a big game for us because they have had a really good season. So can't sleep on them, that's for sure.
And do you take the loss that they suffered to Illinois as a fluke or indicative of the fact that they have vulnerabilities?
I mean, every team has vulnerabilities, I mean, for sure. I mean, but that was just kind of like an anomaly. You know, maybe they just didn't come in prepared for that game. Kind of like, you know, if you look back on us with Virginia Tech, like we just, you know, there's all kinds of stuff that went wrong in that game, and you know, we weren't prepared for some of the things they threw at us, and you know, maybe we didn't have the right mindset. You know, who knows? But I think that was kind of an anomaly. I don't think that's a good reflection of the type of team that they are.
All right, thanks, Harold.
Yes.